A good day of Shabbos, Young Israel, Mazel Tov to Phil and Nancy Rosenblatt upon the birth of twin grandsons born to Lani and to Moshe. May Phil and Nancy enjoy in good health with much nachas their growing mishpacha, l'orch yamim v'shanim tovim. Please remember to begin considering Matanos Lavyanim. The needs of the community, even though we don't see each other as much as we would like to, are still significant, both within our shul as well as the broader Muncie community. And Israel, of course, Matanos Lavyanim can be mailed to me, can be given to me in shul, leading up to Purim. Note as well, I sent out an email earlier today. We're looking to include the entire shul in Kriyas HaMegillah this year. Even those who have been inside, been quarantining, we would like to have either an outdoor minyan, an additional outdoor minyan, or a minyan with a maximum of 10 men, 10 women, only for Kriyas HaMegillah, streamlined to accommodate by reservation. Please respond to the email that was sent out. Immediately prior to Matan Torah, the Chumash presents the advice that was offered by Yisro, by Moshe Rabbeinu's father-in-law. Now, this advice is out of order. Vahima Macharas was actually after Matan Torah. The advice is exciting, but not so exciting. Just to have an efficient court system. The B'nai Yisrael are online. Moshe Rabbeinu was sitting from morning till night, and Yisro says that's not going to work. You have to delegate. So Moshe set up Sarei Elofim, Sarei Meyos, Sarei Chamishim, Sarei Asaros, lower courts and judges, etc., in order to expedite and create a more efficient system. But it is fascinating that this is the introduction to Matan Torah. And again, it's not even in order. This happened after the historical giving of the Torah, not before. And it's not wouldn't seem to be the most important fact that has to be included at this particular point, but it's somewhere else. There are lots of halachas of that and lots of events that would perhaps be much more apropos as an introduction to Matan Torah rather than this particular parsha. It explains our Chaim HaKadosh. It is not a coincidence. Nothing is an accident. You know why Parshas Yisro prefaces Matan Torah? Says our Chaim HaKadosh to remind us that even though Yisro wasn't born Jewish, he was plenty smart, and ultimately we learned a lot from Yisro. Writes our Chaim HaKadosh, and I quote, "Halamadata ki lo meirov chachmas Yisrael v'haskalasam bachar Hashem bahem." Hashem did not choose us because we're smarter than everybody else. You could have all the doctors and scientists and professors. There are plenty of smart non-Jews as well, because we're not smarter than anyone. Chesed elyon lavas avos. Hashem chose us because he wanted to. It was a complete chesed. Why? Maybe the avos, maybe for no reason. The reason why Parshas Yisro prefaces the giving of the Torah is to remind us that even though we're about to receive the Torah, which is the ultimate manifestation of our chosenness, demonstrating a bond, an unparalleled and unprecedented bond between us and the Rebbeinu Shalom, we're special. Nobody else has this. But we're only special because HaKadosh Baruch Hu decided that so be it. Not because we're smarter, not because we're better than anybody else. We're special because Hashem decided that's the way it's to be. He decided he wants to give us the Torah. It's a chesed elyon, not to be wise guys. We're not smarter. Plenty of smart Gentiles. The fact that Hashem chose us was simply because that was his desire. And we learned from Yisro. Yisro wasn't born Jewish, and he was plenty smart. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the Torah not because we're smarter, but rather because he decided we are to be his ambassadors. And with that privilege comes responsibility to behave in a way that serves to be Mekadesh Shem Shamayim. Have a very good Shabbos.